During my autism evaluation, I was explaining some things to my psychologist about just how I feel and what goes through my head when I'm doing certain things. And one of the things I was trying to explain to her is how I feel when I'm in public and when I'm around other people. And the only way I can describe it is it's like whenever there's people around me, and it could be even people I know, just people in general. It's almost like there's this wall of static. I can almost hear it at the same time. It's just like this wall, this film, this veil of static between me and that other person. And because I have that staticky barrier there, it kind of generates a whole bunch of different senses that trigger senses in me, like could be possible danger, could be possible calm, but it's just all of the senses going off at one time. Like, is this danger? Is this person safe? Is this situation safe? And if there's a lot of people, the static is even louder and thicker. So that's why it's so hard for me to be in public. That's why it's so hard for me to be in crowds and just around people. And I was thinking about this earlier when I was letting out the dog. I brought the dog outside and we just go down this stairwell and across the parking lot into like this little rocky area where people bring their pets and stuff to go outside. And it's not like there was anybody out there. I saw like maybe 2 people during this outing of taking the dog out. But I was thinking about it as I saw these people. It was like, what is that feeling I get? Because it's there. It's a certain sense that I feel when I'm around people. And I was thinking about it, and that's the best way to describe it. It's like a wall, a film, a veil, whatever you want to call it. It's a barrier of static. And you're probably like, why static? Because if you think about static, it's just like, it's chaos. It's jumbled. It's not clear. It's just unknown. It's unpredictable. You can't see it clearly for what it is. And that's how I feel when I'm around people. That's what I feel when I'm around people. And I have felt like this ever since I was a little kid. So you can imagine how hard it was for me growing up, being in school, being around like even my friends. I would feel it. But I was able to fight through it. I was able to just push it to the side and ignore it, but it was always there. But as I got older into my adult life, and I've lost the ability to mask for the most part, I've lost the ability to push that aside and push that away so I don't really have to deal with it. Now it's there full force and there's nothing I can do to push it away. And it's almost like my autistic traits are getting worse with age. And it makes me nervous because, hold on, I gotta drink my tea. It makes me nervous because it makes me wonder, like, well, is it gonna get to the point where I'm not gonna be able to be in public at all? Am I gonna be that uncomfortable? So that's why I'm going to therapy. That's why I'm going to this type of therapy that helps me. It helps me kind of navigate my way through the system, this world. I can bounce ideas and thoughts off of my therapist and ask her, like, what is the norm and what is not the norm as far as how I feel and how I act. And it's not like I'm doing this to cater to everybody else. It's just easier for me to navigate this world if I know what's considered norm and not. But to be honest with you, I enjoy just being myself. It's exhausting having to pretend to be like, everybody else, in a sense where you don't want to kind of stand out as like an odd person. But now I don't it doesn't bother me to stand out as an odd person. But I just wanted to explain what it's like to be around people, what it's like to be around crowds, how it feels when I leave my front door. When I leave my front door, here comes that veil of static. It's like my head is on a swivel. It's like I'm a TV with the antennas that are constantly spinning, but there's no channel. It's static because I can't quite figure it out. I can't figure out people, especially strangers. I don't know who they are. You can't trust them. You don't know what they're all about. And we have to be out and about in the world with strangers every single day. That's crazy. But it's also a way for us to learn from each other. I mean, people make friends every day. People meet other people every day so that they're not strangers anymore. But I just get very strange when it comes to being around people. I feel unsafe, and that is why I, prefer solitude. But it does make me sad. I wish I didn't have that veil of static. I wish I could just walk right up to somebody and be like, hey, my name is Julie. How are you? I mean, I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if people do that, but I wish I could just have that in me to do it, but no way could I ever do that. Even like in church, it's hard for me to it's hard. Everywhere I go, it's hard. That static is always there. I can almost feel it. I can hear it. It's like a veil of protection, but protection against what, Am I in danger? Am I not in danger? Is this a safe place? Is this not a safe place? That's why my head is always on a swivel and my antennas are always spinning. But I live with this every day, every single time I leave my front door, no matter what. So that's just something I wanted to explain. I don't know if other people with autism can understand that. And if so, let me know, because it's the best way that I can describe like being around other people and being out in public. So I just thought I'd put that out there for autism awareness, Julie style. Talk to you later. See you on the next video.